Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. The number one side in the world, Ireland, are out. A masterclass from New Zealand. Absolutely brilliant and a phenomenal match. One of the best, probably the best match I've ever watched. The best atmosphere I've ever felt. And one of the most significant results in this New Zealand side's history. And that's saying a lot, actually, when you think of how many big games New Zealand have had, how many World Cups they've won, and yet that could well be the most impressive World Cup performance we've seen from a New Zealand side. To go and dump the number one side in the world out of the World Cup was going to take something special. New Zealand delivered today, and what a performance it was from them. From the get-go, started like an absolute house on fire. Ireland looked rattled in that first 10 to 20 minutes. They looked nervous, and unfortunately, they kind of went behind and they just chased the game the entire 80. At one stage, it was starting to look like they were coming back, and they did. They kept coming back. They kept giving themselves a chance. And this penalty by Johnny Sexton will actually be the difference in the end. Difficult to say that it comes down to that moment, but it'll definitely, obviously, be something that people will mention because it is going to be a factor. What went wrong for Ireland? They did look tired. There was a whole bunch of stats going out in terms of the playing time that all the different players have had, for example, and whether Ireland have had too much playing time. And haven't, the Welsh players that haven't rotated enough. New Zealand, for example, and South Africa in particular, our teams that have rotated their squad a lot. So it's difficult to sort of say it came down to that. I mean, it's a one-point game in the end, but Ireland just look a little bit tired. They look a little bit sluggish, and then they kind of came alive. And I mean, it was about a 36 phase passage of play that they had right at the end. If they had scored off the end of that, it would have been one of the greatest passages of play in rugby history. They didn't. Couple of things that didn't go well for Ireland today. The breakdown I don't think was great. I lost a lot of penalties there. Scrums. I a few years ago criticised this All Black side, and I said that they don't have a functional front row. They don't have a front row which is going out and winning penalties and beating teams, by set pieces. They did that tonight. 3 scrum penalties. So Andrew Porter, Tyke Furlong not having the impact that the Ireland management would have liked. The lineouts were pretty good. 1 or 2 I think missed, but a fantastic maul try by Ireland. But New Zealand looked close to their best, to be honest. They looked exciting, with ball in hand when they had it. They didn't have a lot of possession. Ireland did a lot of the playing. New Zealand counter-attacking was very good, and they just looked composed the entire game. Players like Richie Mo'unga, Bowden Barrett. I thought Sam Cane tonight had an absolute storm of a game as well. I just think that this All Black side have got some players there who did not panic tonight. They rose to the occasion. Ollie Severe as well. I mean, what a player. An absolute demon tonight. Mind over matter. It is, It's difficult to sit there and say Ireland choked, but it feels a bit like that because I kept saying that this was their World Cup to lose. They were the best team in the world, and they've just gone out of the World Cup in the quarterfinals once again. They can't get that monkey off their back. They'll have to wait another 4 years if it happens. Let me know what you thought about the match down in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Coming to you outside Stade de France, this has been Stevie P for Forever Rugby on Forever Sports, and I'll chat to you guys soon.